Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Plane Mechanic Simulator. We are obviously carrying straight on with where we left off last time. We had just finished a job, we got this new one, and this one is a little bit heartbreaking. This is from Oscar Willoughby, right here. I'm sorry about Peter, I've heard he was a good pilot. Anyway, there's no time to mourn. Make sure the new plane is ready for combat. I have a sortie plan for 1 o'clock. That is rough, dude. That is rough. That's the first thing we've heard about it. And apparently Peter is no longer with us. He got shot down. So now we've got a new pilot with us. Right, well, yeah, we just had to carry on. So we've got to refill the coolant, refuel the aircraft, set up the radio, refill the oil, and harmonize the machine guns. So we know how to do that. We don't have to actually reload the guns, which is an awful lot faster. That does save us a lot of time. Is the radio takes a while. Coolant, refueling, and oil. Those don't take all that long, do they? So we'll do the refueling first. We'll scramble up onto here, and we'll do that bit. Now, it said he's got a sortie plan for 1 o'clock, and it's not giving us a time. However, I did notice, before I started, we're at 53% complete, by the way. I did notice before I started that it also now has a tick option. You've got expert mode, which doesn't highlight the screws, I don't think. But it's also got now an option for, oh, what is it? Timers. It's got a tick box for timers. So I'm assuming that all the missions that were on a timer previously are no longer on a timer now. Full 85 gallons of petrol has gone into there. Excellent. So yeah, I haven't actually ticked it. I've left that one unticked. I thought it would be better if we just left it unticked. Make our lives a lot easier. I'm not going to be particularly good at anything like that anyway. So yeah, if we do it like this, less likely for things to go wrong, isn't it? Right, now, I will come down off of there. I want to go coolant access door there, coolant tank cap, and then I want to go down here. I want to go to you, I want to go to that one in there, and I want to go to that oil cap in there. Next, I will get the ladder. We'll put this one up here first, and we'll do the coolant. So I want to grab a can there. Now, if it's completely empty, if this is a new plane and it's completely empty, we're going to have to, yeah, it is. We're going to have to pour in a better part of 3 cans into this one. So this first one here, you've got to press and hold the mouse, apparently. This one right here. We drop that first can into there. Take that one with us. And then this, we can drop that down there. And then we can get the second one. And put that one in. You like that. Lift that one right up. So all of this one will go in as well. And then the final can, we won't quite... Well, I say won't quite. We won't use up all of the final can. That one, we have to be a little bit more careful with how we put things down. But also, you've got to have space to be able to put these cans down. It's not very good at letting go of the cans. It's alright for picking them up. But there is a slight issue with letting them go. Right. Put you up there like that. Last little bit. I do wonder if we were to, like, keep it going. Right. Yeah, I don't want to risk it any more than that. It might actually overfill. 3 cans might be enough to just overfill the level. So then we want to... Actually, I'm just going to let that go a minute. And I'm going to take you. And drop you over there. Then I'll get you and I'll run you over this way. So the only real time-consuming bit is doing that radio. I don't like doing the radio. That's one bit. See, I don't mind doing it. I've seen reports on the Steam forums about how this bit is absolutely terrible and it's really boring and it's horrible and yada yada yada. I see this. I think is good. Like the refueling. This bit works well. Doing the oil. I think this is all good. I like this. The bit I don't like is the tuning of the radio. That takes, it's like really fiddly and takes ages. It'd be nice if that was just a little bit easier for us to do, I think. But still, at least it's not too bad, I guess, ish. It depends how many times we've got to do it. We keep going with the oil. We're nearly done. Almost out now. And there. Put that into about the middle like that. So then we go up here. Oh, I thought it was going to tell us exactly how much it... You know, looking at the dial on there. Right? Go to the controls there. You can't quite see the dial because of the way that it is. The way the light. But I'm pretty sure that we ended up putting about 6 gallons of oil in that thing. Alright, I'll put you away there a minute. If I grab this one, like that, and I swivel it round this way, there, like that, and I can pick up that one. I wanted to try, because you can't jump, so I can't, like, get close enough to it, but you can just see there off the side. I think we put 5.5 gallons. I can just make out 4, 5, 6 at the top of the meter. So I think we put about 5.5 gallons of oil in that thing. I'm just going to leave that there for now. Just going to leave it right where it is. So I want to go to option 2, like that, and then put you in there. And put you in there, and then close that one, and then close that one up there as well. And you're all done. Okay, so that's those. So then I'll run around here, and our very last job, press number 1 to open the radio hatch. Click those. Radio shelf can come out, and then we press space. So the first bit, this is nice and easy. What I found was if I click on there, you can't just click, you've got to press and hold the mouse button, but then move the arrow away from it like that, so you've got a lot more control over it, and you need to get that signal one on the 2 dials at the top. Signal one, we want to move that up, and we want to get that on maximum on there. So if you've got the mouse button all the way in, it's alright. I'll do this bit now. You don't need to listen to this horrible noise. Like that. Oh wow, I didn't even need to tune it at all. I got it all on the first one. Right, so yeah, you do need to go very slow. It's very noisy. It's rather unpleasant to listen to, but that is like any old radio like that. But once you've got it tuned in, it does seem to be fine. Okay, so we've done all of that. Oil, fuel, coolant, tune the radio. Oh, harmonize the guns. I haven't actually harmonized the guns. So the other thing that we got to do is I got to lift up the back of the tail like this. So we get the jack like that and pop that one in there. I actually remembered this without actually looking at the machine at all. I'm very impressed with myself. Then we go onto here, and we need to remove the gun port patches for this to work. Right? It won't. You can't do this without removing these gun port patches. So we'll come over this way, like this. There. Take off those. Right, and then you've also got to undo the gun port tops, like this. So there's that one, there's that one. You've got to take off the breech cover, and you've got to remove the ammo belt. So breech cover up, ammo belt out, and then like that. Breech cover, ammo belt, you, there, cover, and ammo belt. Right, that's the first half of them done. Up over this bit, and we go to that one. Hit you. So the ammo and everything's already in there. All we got to do is just open these up so that we can actually run the harmonization thing. It should be nice and quick. You out of there. Ammo belt and there. Done. And then last one down here. Then we'll set the harmonization board up and we'll do the other bit. I was told, actually, that this is not only is it done here, it's all set up so that the guns themselves will all come together. Because you see it's out there in the field. But the guns themselves, they would all come together at a point further forward than that board right there. And they also have the harmonization boards that they use and they set up actually inside the hangars as well. Or they used to, at least. Which was just an interesting little fact that someone dropped on me the other day when they were looking at this. Harmonize. Right, so we drop in the harmonization tool like that. And We've got to find the board. Oh, there it is. Right, so that one goes up to there, and then all I got to do is bring this one over to it like that. There is the first one. Over to the next one. Right, no, I don't want you. I want that one there. Harmonize. So then we can move that one around. This has got to be on the yellow one. It doesn't always show in the top left-hand corner the bit that we're looking for. So I want to bring that one over and down. So, I mean, you should be able to figure it out fairly quickly and easily which one we're looking for. But it doesn't always show the bit in the top left, which is both there, all the coloured dots. So you can see now that there's a blue one that is actually just slightly highlighted. It's not really clearly highlighted, but it is highlighted. And also, if you don't have your crosshairs centered on it, it may be a little bit more confusing for you. I may not have the crosshairs in exactly the right place. And also, it does seem to move around fairly quickly. This is the one, isn't it? Yes. It was over. I just need to go over a little bit. So it's quite sensitive. You do have to tap the keys a little bit in order to get it into exactly the right place. But generally speaking, it's not too bad. So then we've got that red one there. That's the next one. Put you onto there. And then all I got to do is bring the actual gun round. So it would appear that even though the white one on there, that's going to be like the main one. That would be where the pilot's sight would be done on. The pilot's actual sight itself, he'd be lined up onto that one up there. But we're not using that one. We're not having anything to do with that one. So there, and it doesn't look like anything does get lined up onto that bit. So the pilot's sight would be lined onto there, and then our sight is lined onto each of these. So the guns are pointing in the right direction. The pilot's visual sight is lined up into the right direction as well, and then all the guns should all be pointing on target, at least in theory. From what people have told me. There are a number of people who are watching this series that know an awful lot about these airplanes and everything that goes with them. There are people who are watching this series who actually have repaired planes for a living, or do repair planes for a living. Maybe not these planes. There are people who have actually worked on planes like this in the past. So there's a wide variety of you watching this series, which is quite impressive, actually. It's always cool to know that all of the different walks of life that people are from. There we go. We have now harmonized those. So the only thing that remains to do, that is all primary task complete. The only thing that we've got left to do is to put that one, close that one, and close that one. We need to now start working our way through all of these different bits. So I want to go through here. I want to close all of these over now. Ammo belt, breech cover. Close that door down like that. And I'm just going to move forward a little bit. Put the fresh gun port patches back on. Like that. We've got this one here. And close down that cover. So that side is now all done. So I'll come over here. I'll do the gun port patches a minute. Like that. See, I thought, I did say this before, I thought that was to do with aerodynamics. But a couple people, well, yeah, I say a couple people now have actually said that it's not aerodynamics. It's simply to stop bits of rubbish getting picked up by the actual gun barrel as you're traveling to the fight. It doesn't matter so much on the way back, but as you're traveling to the fight, you don't want to risk anything being caught up in the actual gun barrel, even if it's just like a leaf or a few insects and that, because it may cause a misfire, it may cause a slight problem, and you really don't want anything like that to happen. So we'll just pick that jack up there. We're very strong being able to lift the entire aeroplane up with one hand while we remove the jack with the other, but that's what we're like. It's absolutely what we're like. Or I'm hoping that we can push past that one and we don't have to worry about putting it all the way back. So that is all of that job done. Refill the coolant, refuel the aircraft, set up the radio, refill the oil, and harmonize the machine guns Final result, perfect job. 30 points right there, so that gives us 1854. We've got 600, about 650 still to go. So we've still got several points that we need to earn before we've quite finished up on all of this. Here we go. What's the next one going to be? Is it going to be anything good? I can hear things moving in the background. Right. Enemy contact at high altitude. One enemy fighter damaged. Received a few shots. Boost on for more than 5 minutes. Boost was on for more than 5 minutes. I'm assuming that's not necessarily good. Replace all gun port patches. Check the pistons and rings. Refill the coolant. Refuel. Patch bullet holes. Rearm guns. Replace gun camera tape. Let's get to it. Refueling first. That's always the quick and easy job, that one is. So we'll go up to there. We've got to check the pistons and stuff today. That's a much more involved job, that one is. Go up there. Right. Scramble up onto here and put you, and then go into there. Wow. He drove back here on fumes. That's going to be a good 75 gallons of petrol. Probably nearly 80, actually. He did. He came back here on fumes, he did. 80 gallons in there. There wasn't a lot left in that one when he got back in here, was there? He was lucky. He was very lucky he didn't actually have to glide in the last little bit. Could have done, you know. Right, what was the... We didn't have to do the oil, but we do need to do the... We do need to do the coolant, so we'll just do that one a minute. Oh, wait a minute. No, I got to do the pistons and rings, so I may as well do that in a minute. I can take these off. Rather than worrying about just undoing that little port there. If I take that one off and that one off a minute, which we'll want for doing the pistons anyway, like that. Then we'll go up here and take that one off. Right. And I'll go over here and I'll fill that one up. Technically, if I was to do this, like, properly realistically, I wouldn't be doing this now, would I? I would be waiting until after I had stripped the engine out, because I'm pretty sure I've got to take that coolant tank off in order to remove part of it. So, you know, in theory, I shouldn't really be doing this now. I should be waiting until after I've done all the bit with the pistons before I go putting the coolant in, if I was to do this properly realistically. But I think we'll be alright. I think people will forgive me for this. There. Drop that down there. And I'll scramble back up onto here. Option 2, coolant tap. Down. And then tick you. I'll put you over to there. So then I will go back to number 1. And next up, I'm going to start removing gun port patches, like that, there, and we're going to start removing all of these. So I need to remove all of the top doors, like this. Open the cover, take you out like that, and cover. Yeah, you do have to do the 4 top doors. There's one door underneath that we don't have to do, isn't there? Right. Take you out like that, and then we can go under... Oops. We need to do that. Right. Go underneath like this. Take you out, and that gun port there. Yes, that one there I don't need to worry about. We take off the ammo door, and then you've got that little ammo door over there. So I've got the gun ammo box right there. I've got another ammo box right there. And then I got that port ammo door, and then I got that one over there, and then you. Right, now I can take out these 2. Nice and easy like that. So that's that side done, and then we'll go over to this side and we'll do much the same. So take off the gun port patches like that, and you over there. Now we go up here and we'll remove these. No, I don't need to do anything else. Let's just quickly pop those off and remove the ones inside. Yeah, like that. And then that one as well. We don't need to do any harmonization. We've already done that. Take you off and breech cover. And then pop down in underneath. I've got that one there. Ooh, If I come up that way a bit. There we go. Right, and that little one there, and then you. Ammo box. Go on. Didn't want to line up that one. Quite know why. Gun starboard cover there. Another gun starboard cover there. And then the ammo box is over here. Right. So that's that bit there done. I will... Actually, I'm going to pop all of those back in a minute. I'll take off this engine cowling on this side because there is a good chance we're going to want to be able to use this. We're going to want that one off out the way anyway. And then I can go into there and I can go ammo box and sign that one. Go to option 2. Gun port patch. 25 minutes left. Well, fortunately, we don't actually have the timer. That's the thing. And I think that may have actually come in the last time I did an episode. Because I don't... You know, it was clicking at us that there was a timer. It was telling us there was a timer. But I don't recall an actual timer doing anything. I don't recall seeing one. So I'm thinking that this is something that is a little change that was put in a week or two ago that I didn't actually notice. Because I know I play a huge amount of games, and I put out all these videos, but I don't always see the patch notes. I try to keep up with them, I really do, but I don't always see these patch notes, so there are very often little details of information that I miss, unfortunately. Still, there's no great harm done, I suppose. So we've got an ammo belt, a breech cover, and a starboard cover onto there. And then same over this side. I'll put both of those in like that. Do that one up. And that one up there. And then ammo belt, cover, and cover. Right, that's one wing done. Now I run over to this side. I'll do the next wing. I've also got the camera tape to do. We throw those on. That's that first bit done. And then I want to zoom in like this. There we go. Right. Ammo box. Ammo box. There. I'm going to move over. I'm going to do the other ammo box first because I'm zoomed in for it. Might be quicker. Quicker if we do it this way. And then I can go with that one there and that one there, and then that one I can zoom out a little bit like that to do it, and then I can pop over this way and I can do these, and I'm zoomed out just the right amount for it, and this will work perfectly. See the cunning plan that I had? It worked. It worked beautifully. It was all part of the master plan. I didn't want to do that. Wait a minute. I thought as much. I didn't pull the ammo belt through on that because I put the cover on a little bit too quickly with that one. It didn't pull it through properly. Although, quite sure why it let me do it in the first place. It's a little bit odd that it let me do that. Don't know. Anyway, right, we've done that. Close that one down there. Ammo belt and breech cover. And task completed. Rearm the guns. So that's that bit done up there. We should have now patch bullet holes. Gun camera tape. That's a nice, quick, easy one as well. Pop you off of there. Gun camera shell. Gun camera tape. Switch over. Put that one back in. Put that down and put the cover back on. There. Right. Now, I'm going to go to number 3. We're going to patch the holes a minute. We've got nothing on that wing. Nothing on the top of that wing. Looking down through this way, I see a through and through hole right there. Ah, here we go. We've got several through and through holes right here. So we want to go to number 1 first. No. We're going to go to number 2. The hole is bent inwards on here. So we will take these like this. And pop those down. I've got one up there. So the other side, they'll be bent outwards, which means that we'll have to just clean them first. You go to number 1 and you grind off the bit that's sticking out, and then you pop this in. You pop the patch over. Nice and quick and easy. It was much easier replacing the hole, covering up the holes on the other plane, the one that was just had fabric draped over the wings. That was so much easier. Right, so we've done that side there. And then I want to come over to this side. Now, this one, I need number 1 first. See, it cuts a ring bent outwards, like that. So go like that on them all, and then you up there. I think that's all of them. So then I can start popping these on. Like that. And then you down there. So would you have used a grinder for that, or would it have been filed off, I suppose? Well, see, I don't know. I don't know if they would have had like a power tool grinder sort of thing to use, or if it would have just been a hand file and they'd filed it off, or some sort of hand hacksaw, a little hacksaw, and cut it off. Not really sure. I mean, I suppose the other thing would be maybe tin snips. It depends how solid these planes were. It wouldn't surprise me if it was tin snips. Right, so that one is now done as well. So we go back to option number 1. I don't want to take you off. But what I do want to start doing is... I don't know if I'm going to have to take these exhaust pipes. Yeah, I think I do. I think taking the exhaust pipes off is something that I do actually need to do. Oops, I don't need to do that. Right. Like that, and then over here, starboard exhaust over there. Get you off of this side, like that. Because I'm now able to do 4 at once, it's very quick with removing them. See, there's all 4 of them, and already this one is ready to remove. I don't even need to sort of wait and go on to the next bit anymore. So I know that I've got to take off this cover in order to be able to undo everything. Like that. So I'll go on to the next one and I'll set that one going as well. That, all the way around there. And then we'll go back over here and you do the rocker mechanism. That's the next bit that you've got to do. And then after that, the entire thing comes off as one big sort of thing all together. You take the entire rest of the mechanism off all in one go. And that will allow us then to get straight in and check all of those piston rings. So you're coming up there. Look how fast they're going. See that? That's fantastic. Yeah, so then I go just... literally click onto that one all in one go. I've got to remove that top engine cowling there in order to make it work. So I've got to wait for that one to lift, then that one, and then you just press and click. So it kicks those off. There's everything down through there. And then I can come over to this side, press and click on it like that, and do exactly the same up through here as well. There. Wow, look at it. Look at how fast everything is coming off. This is fantastic. Right, so I can go into option 3, and I can already see, because I've got the boost on it, I can already see which ones are damaged. So I've got the top ring on those two and the bottom ring on that one. The pistons themselves are fine. So I've got that one, the bottom ring, and that top one over there. And then we go to option 3. We come over to this side, and rings are fine on the others. I need to remove all 3 of them on that one right there. So I want that ring, I want that one, and then the actual piston cylinder itself. Right, that's all I need to do on there. We go up this way. I don't think the piston can be repaired. Just have it. No, it can't. I did wonder if maybe the piston could be repaired. I know that most of the other bits can't, but the rings and that, they can't. But yeah, I did wonder if maybe the pistons, but obviously not. So then we go into option 2, and we pop you straight back in like that. And then I want to go piston ring onto there. And I will put that block on in a minute. I want to put these on first. I got that one there, and That one up there. Right, so that is the pistons and rings. Put you back on now. I've now got to get everything back together. Fortunately, we're a fast worker. We are a very fast worker. Plus, we've also got our assistants with us who help us a great deal. We can put that cylinder block back on as well. There we go. See how quick it's going. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely brilliant. The speed at which they put everything back together. And then I can put that whole rocker mechanism back on. It's already doing up the rocker mechanism stuff. There, I've done most of it already. Before I even get all of the orders in for this side, the other side will be all done up. There, see, it's already started working on it. Zoom out like that. Or you press right click each time I do it. I put the order on like that. And then I press right click like that. And I can go straight onto here. Get that one doing up. Like that. Yeah, it's still got the timer bit on it. But we don't actually have to worry about the timer bit. So then I can... Oops. Come over here, and then I can put that one on over there, like that, and then I can come back over to this side, and now, oh, hang on, no, I can put that top engine cowling on up there a minute. Any second now, I'm going to be able to put the next one of those on. There, it's just flashed that one, it'll flash this one next. There, I can put that one on. Probably. Like that. Exhaust A. Exhaust over there. Right, now I can start covering all of these up. It's that fast. It's already caught up and done everything. Do you remember what it was like when we were first doing it with just one screw at a time? We'd still be there putting the port engine, the engine blocks. We'd still be there putting those back in. We wouldn't have gotten any further than that. And now look at us. We're absolutely racing through it. And the time-consuming bit is doing up all these clips. Alright, what you really want is one of the improvements is you want a slightly larger AOE effect for the putting the orders in for the screwdriver. I think that is all of it now. That's all of... Wait a minute. Right, what if I left? I've left something behind. Done those up. Done everything up underneath. Ah. Every time I leave the fuel cap. Every time. Without fail. Right. Down we get. Let's have a look. Now it'll let us go. Oh, it's brilliant. Every time with the fuel cap. Replace the gun port patches. Hopefully it won't crash after this. Sometimes after the longer jobs it does crash. And I'm hoping that those little crashes are being fixed. There are regular patches going out for the game. Rearm the guns. Replace the gun camera tapes. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was 35. 65 points we'd have gotten for that altogether. 1919. Not bad going. And... I'll say continue career, but I'm not actually going to. I'm going to call it quits for today's episode right there. I think that's an excellent place to stop it. And we will continue this on next time. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please hit down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. Next time, we start off with patching bullet holes, refueling, replace the radio, and set up the new one. And, yeah. Okay, well, we'll worry about it next time. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithcar. Goodbye, and see you later.